Here's my completely unwanted nor asked for advice on singleness as a Christian that, again, nobody asked for, but I have my credentials, so I'm gonna talk about it anyway. Now, I've been single for about a year or so, actually over a year now, and so I got my credentials or whatever. One of the things I love most about this singleness season is the fact that I can hyper focus on my goals and things of that nature, but it's also a very good developmental stage. I think a lot of people either love or hate the idea of singleness completely for the wrong reasons. They either love singleness because there's no commitment and they can do whatever they want and blah, 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 and they're not tied down by any means. Or they hate singleness because they feel like a relationship is what's required to validate themselves of their self-worth. I love singleness for neither one of these reasons. I do love the idea of commitment, but I'm also not, needing validation of a relationship to validate my own worth. I love my singleness season because I can hyper fixate myself on my personal goals, but also hyper fixate my focus on my relationship with Christ. I think a lot of it like this: if you cannot handle a godly relationship between you and God, how do you expect to handle a godly relationship between you and a partner, whether that's a male or female? For men, we're required to be able to lead, and if we can't even lead ourselves out of bed or out of our, phone or out of anything, if we can't lead ourselves in our relationship with Jesus, who's given us a guide freely in his word, how can we expect to lead another woman in a relationship? And for women, if you guys can't have any sort of dignity when you're single and when you have an outline of a man who you want to follow in his word, how are you going to be expected to be dignified in a relationship with a man who is supposed to lead you, who is worldly, who is a human? Singleness is not the enemy, nor is it some hyper ally who's supposed to free you of all of your wrongdoings and etc., etc. Use your single season to prepare not just for a future partner, but just to prepare you for the kingdom. Set your hearts and minds on the kingdom, and everything else will be added onto you. So if it's within God's will for you to get married, it's within his will. If it's not, it's not. Either way, you can be content with what he has in your life simply because he's mapped it out specifically for you. I don't see myself as being compatible for marriage, but I might be. I don't know. Embrace your single season and actually use it to prepare instead of just using it as an excuse.